because you have to remember too, see, with an ESCP, they're, you know, how they put it, your critical parent, you know, your sixth function, your eighth house is, you know, TE, and actually according to this, ESTJ, so it's like the things that can kind of disrupt you all of a sudden, or kind of the power play stuff that comes in, is in the following a structure. So like how INTPs have fun is by like being like you know, Rage Against the Machines, like, you know, like fucking, yeah, essentially, like, so um like, and then I guess another aspect I want to hit on with this is it's Virgo there for me specifically, which probably means I'm beating a dead horse, which I really don't want to do. It's a horrible analogy. But maybe I shouldn't. Just because I said that, I feel like I shouldn't. Let me restructure that. That's not really what I wanted to say. Yeah, I may be going on too long about this, but hopefully it's not actually killing more animals than necessary. Hopefully there's a purpose, but or hurting them more than necessary. But you know, like in Final Fantasy and stuff like that, when, you know, there's all these hidden secrets and stuff, like I would make sure, even though it may have not necessarily been in a super, I guess maybe to others, or relatively it could be, but it wasn't super deep. It wasn't as deep as anyone could go, because I've seen people go really hard on like unlocking and creating ways of doing stuff. But you know, if I run through a game, I really hate it to know that there's a secret or there's something that could be unlocked somewhere, and you know that I can't get to it. Like I'll spend an extra several hours, and I'll even go back to the beginning of the game to like level up to make sure that I have all the abilities possible to make sure that I'll be able to, as soon as possible, get to the full everywhere I can get to, and make sure like it's, you know, like if you're playing like Kingdom Hearts or and there's one of those like treasure chests like over the hedge or something, and like, you know, you're sitting there jumping and you're like, I know at some point I'm gonna have to be able to jump higher, like fly farther, because, you know, how else would anyone be able to get there? So like maybe in some other part of the game there's one of these trinities or something I skipped, or there's something that like is gonna let me be able to like get to that freaking treasure chest so I can find out what's in that. It's probably a piece of the fucking like gummy ship that takes me to another world that you can't get to unless you do it in this area, like at this time. Because if you don't do it now, you're not going to be able to do it later, because all games have some stupid crap in them all the time of like, it has to be, you have to do 3 backflips in this area at this spot at this time, or you're not going to be able to, you haven't done what you need to do to get this specific thing. So like, yeah, that's how it, you know, works for me. So like, which I also want to get across, that what this typing does allows it to where you can unlock all of these types within yourself. You just have to find the path that allows you to do so. And you can see how that's interconnected with how I came across this. Right? So, 5 minutes.